Are you ready to grow your business and you don't know how? You're in the right spot. I'm Debbie Shadid, and you're listening to the Women's Business Success Show. I teach women how to grow their business by stripping away any confusion of how to get more clients and how to make more profit. If you're stuck, this podcast is for you. I've got simple strategies and I share shortcuts for you to grow your business without the drama and the doubt. Now let's get started. Welcome to the podcast. Today we're going to be talking in episode 60 about the power of self-coaching. You actually have everything you need to change your life when you do self-coaching. That's why I'm so excited about this topic. So today I want to share with you more about how you can use self-coaching to get different results in your life. This is something that I practice every day, and I'm going to give you some insight on how you can do self-coaching every day to change your life too. I'll be answering these 3 questions. What is self-coaching? Why should you do it? And what can you gain from self-coaching? Okay, let's start with number 1. What is self-coaching? This is you looking at your own thoughts, looking to see what is happening in your brain. The more that you follow me, you guys, the more often you're going to hear me talking about what happens in your brain. Self-coaching is the process of you stepping outside of your brain and basically looking at it like an observer would, so that you can look at the thoughts that are running around in your brain and see what is really happening. It's a way for you to get some perspective on what is really going on. Building a practice of self-coaching allows you to see how your thinking is creating what you have. Now, I'm going to explain to you guys today how to do self-coaching and how it will benefit you. You can look at your thoughts without judgment. When you stand outside of what's going on and you look at the thoughts that you've jotted down on a paper, you start your self-coaching process by dumping out your thoughts on a piece of paper. This is called a thought download. And you can look at those thoughts without judgment as the observer of those. And then you can begin to see what you are gaining from thinking those thoughts, or what you are creating from thinking those certain thoughts. Self-coaching gives us a perspective, and it is a gift that you can give yourself. All right, so why should we do it? Why do I want you to become the master of self-coaching? And by the way, I want you to self-coach yourself every single day. So why should we do it? We all need to be more aware. We need to have a better understanding about what's happening in our lives. We have to have a better understanding about why we feel a certain way, or about why our circumstances, what we think are our circumstances, are the way that they are. What you guys need to know is that your thinking creates your results. And when we do self-coaching, it actually reveals that to you. The results are revealed to you through the process of self-coaching. So at the very least, when you self-coach, it gets you started looking at what's happening, and you can begin to question the thoughts. You can begin to look and see what's happening in your own mind, and you can begin to wonder what you could be thinking differently to get different results. Now, when I coach you, or when you get coaching from somebody else, we have a really great perspective because we can be the observer of your thoughts. We can ask questions about what you're thinking. We can actually show you what's going on in your mind. Just by repeating back to you some of what you have told me, what you've said to me, what you have said in your own thought download, it is so revealing to you. I can ask you deeper questions that will take you to an awareness and understanding of a whole new level. But let me just tell you, doing your own self-coaching, you can reveal this to yourself as well. So you'll do this thought download. You'll pick one thought. This is the process of doing self-coaching. Pick one thought, and then what I want you to do is I want you to get the facts straight. Now, what are the facts and what is story? Let me tell you that most of the time we think that the fact is my business is failing. Maybe that's something that you wrote down on a piece of paper. My business is failing. You say, well, that's a fact. And I'm going to challenge you guys. It is probably not a fact. And the reason why I know this is not everybody in the whole world would look at that fact and agree with you. You know why I know this? Some people might say 0 sales and their business is not failing. Some people might say, well, I just haven't actually got it off the ground yet. Or this is exactly the way I thought it would be. You are the one who's deciding that $0 in your business is failing. So that's your thought. And the fact is, the circumstance is $0. So that's what happens when you self-coach. You write down your thoughts, and then you sort of weed through those thoughts to see what are actual facts and what are just thoughts about something. So the fact is not that your business is failing. That is your thought about your business. When we do self-coaching, the next piece of the puzzle is to look at the feeling that you create by a thought. So since the thought that you have is your business is failing, and you guys, I'm just picking an example. We could have so many thoughts to look at, but if your business is failing, the next piece of the puzzle is to just think, what is that causing me to feel? And my goodness, if I say that to you and you say that out loud and write down a piece of paper, I'm pretty sure you might feel worried. Maybe you might feel fear. Maybe you might feel ashamed. Whatever feeling that is that brings up for you, I want you to really sit with it and decide what it is. Because your thoughts cause you to feel a certain way. And when you feel a certain way, you start doing things. Those are called the actions. So when you're self-coaching, you look at the actions that you're doing. When you're thinking my business is failing and I'm feeling worried, you list out the actions. So here's what you might find on your own piece of paper is I watched Netflix instead of sitting down and posting on social media. I cleaned the kitchen instead of following up with a customer. I was short with my husband because I was worried about my business failing. I looked around to see what everybody else was doing. I scrolled on social media for a long time thinking about what could I post? What is everybody else posting? I thought about changing my prices. I thought about so many things. I was just spinning around and thinking. I was wasting time. And you might even look at what are you not doing, right? What you aren't doing is you're not working on your business. You're not trying new things. You're not looking to see how I can prevent my business from failing, right? We could go on, and when I do coaching with you, we flush out all of the actions that you're taking. We even get down to if there was a camera in the room watching you while you're thinking your business is failing and you're worrying, what else are you doing? Maybe you're tapping your foot. Maybe you're eating Oreo cookies. What are all the things you're doing? And then I can help you see the result, and you can help yourself see the result that you have created with your own thinking. When you think my business is failing and you feel worried and you do those things we just talked about, you're watching Netflix, you're not on social media, you're looking to see what everybody else is doing, and on and on and on. What you actually have done is proved that thought right. You are failing because you are not giving yourself a chance to change what is happening. So you can apply this to all kinds of areas in your life. If you've been on a diet and the scale is never moving, you can go through some self-coaching and you can put the number, which is the fact, 175 pounds. What is your thought about that? I haven't lost any weight, and you feel discouraged. And when you feel discouraged, I'm going to bet if this was your self-coaching work, you would find out that probably you're not eating exactly on protocol. Maybe you're not going on that extra walk. Maybe you're a little bit more lazy. You've taken a few extra bites of food here and there. All of those things, right? You quit writing down in your food journal what you were eating. You didn't drink as much water. And the result that you created is you weren't losing any more weight. This is how self-coaching is. It's so obvious when we explain it. It really is. But what will you gain from self-coaching doing this daily? The answers I gave you in those examples. It's so clear. You can look at where you're failing and why you're still failing. what you have created from thinking that I'm failing, from being worried about it, it's like a spiral of actions that actually keeps your business failing, right? The same thing that goes with the weight loss. You look at the scale, the number hasn't changed. You think, I can't lose any weight, feel discouraged. You don't do anything to improve your situation. You don't go back and look at your food journal to see, well, where did I actually eat more than I should have? Or where did I not get my steps in that day, right? You keep yourself in the same place. That's what self-coaching does for you. That's what you gain when you do self-coaching. This allows you to shine a light. It's like putting a spotlight on what is really happening, and this is how you grow faster. This is how we can decide to change our thinking. When we see what we're creating, then we can choose to think something else, to create something else. So today, I want to encourage you to add self-coaching to your life, to your daily life, because it's the fuel for your growth. It's a way for you to get unstuck. Like maybe you write down, I think I'm stuck. And what's the feeling it's creating? Well, concern, worry. And you look at the actions that you take when you're stuck, and I'm going to guess they are not actions that are getting you unstuck. It's a lot of time spent thinking, I'm stuck, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to do it, right? All this thinking that's not getting you going in the direction you need. As your coach, I can just tell you that I can take any one of those things we talked about as examples, and I'll actually help you get a deeper awareness about why you don't have what you want, why you're not making your goal. I will ask questions that you can't even see to ask yourself. I will help you see what you're really creating, what you're really thinking. And let me just tell you, it is so powerful, you guys, because most of the time, you can't even see why you have the result that you have. You can't see what's really stopping you from showing up on social media. You can't really see why you are undercharging for your services. I can help you get to this place where I'll find where the lack of belief is in what you do and why you aren't charging more for your services. This, you guys, is the key. And this is why I always say that just having a positive affirmation will not work. You can say a positive affirmation all day long, but if we haven't found the thoughts that are the root cause of the results that you have. And by the way, those can be positive results of you making your goal. We want to know, what were you thinking that caused you to feel a certain way, that caused you to feel empowered to take all the steps necessary to meet and exceed your goal? What were you thinking that caused you the setbacks? I'll help you figure that out, because a positive affirmation doesn't do that. It's like you're trying to brainwash yourself into something else. So sometimes we have to take little tiny baby steps to the next sort of better thought over, because maybe you just can't believe I'm going to make $100,000. Maybe you're like, no, I'm not. I haven't made any. I'm not going to make 100,000. If that's the case, then maybe it's, this positive affirmation of, I'm a money magnet. You're saying, well, no, I'm not. So maybe we just say it's possible that if I take these actions and if I think this, it will create better steps for me. I'll be able to get closer to my goal. It's possible that I could do that. That is what we do when we walk through coaching together. We'll take the baby steps, and sometimes there's setbacks. Sometimes we have to flip on the lights and turn on the lights a little bit brighter to look and see what's happening. But you guys, once that deep thought is discovered and once the light flips on in the right direction, oh my goodness, you are unstoppable. You will be able to create what you want and be able to achieve any goal you want. All right, now I want to invite you again to the 28 Days of Magic. Yes, we've already started it. We're a few days into it. But this is a simple way, without doing personal coaching with me, it's a simple way for us to look and see about how we can work on having a more positive mindset. I mean, how often do we really look at all the good stuff in our life? So often what we do is we focus on what we don't have, all the lack, all the I'm not making it, instead of really looking at all of the good that we already have right in front of us. That's what we're doing as we walk together through 28 Days of the Magic. Now, The Magic is the book that Rhonda Byrne wrote. She's the author of The Secret, and you don't have to subscribe to the Law of Attraction to really get something from this book, but it's 28 days of really deep gratitude. So I'm inviting you, join me right now. Head over to the Women's Business Success Club. I will leave the link for the book and the link to my Facebook group. I'm going to be sharing every single day until May 23rd, and those videos will be there for you to go back through. You can catch back up on them. 5 minutes a day, basically, of sort of accountability for you to check in. Have you read what's, the couple pages of reading, the daily reading about the gratitude, about what you can think about, this magic that you can create in your life? And then if you want to, you guys, you can provide feedback in the Facebook group. Daily, you can share your key takeaways. It's going to be amazing. So you're invited. Join me. Let's just together make some magic. Okay, you guys, love to you all. I hope that you will see the power of self-coaching and that you will start working on it every day. If you have any questions about coaching and what life coaching can do for your business, about how it can help you in your personal growth, then I invite you to have a call with me. Head over to debbieshadid.com/let's, L-E-T-S, chat, C-H-A-T, and let's pick a time and talk about it. I would love, love, love to help you with your business, to help you get through the mental blocks that is keeping you from having everything you want and everything you deserve. All right, have an amazing week. Bye-bye. All right, my friends, that is it. Now it is up to you. I want you to take the strategies. I want you to go implement them so you can grow your business, skip the overwhelm and the doubt. Until next time, bye-bye.